Just a little update on Project PadFoot, that's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. That's where we're up to. Cleaning and painting. Give her another 20 plus years of life. Hey, thanks for watching.
Shut up and sit down.
Well, I've started on the coolant pipes today as well. And the first three I've done are the heater pipes. There's the old ones. They were that tight on the heater matrix, I've actually had to cut them off. But there's the new silicone hoses. All fitted, all back in their clips. And I'm just going to top the coolant up now, get the heater working, so that circuit is then working. But I'm only putting water in it because I've still got to do the four radiator pipes that come in at the front. The bend there, and the one that goes to the radiator there, same down there, same down there. So I know I'm going to lose a load of coolant, but just make sure the heater works now and I can get coolant up to it and I've got no leaks. I've just spent an hour and a half fighting, putting all these hoses on. All the radiator hoses in the front have now been changed. So that's all the coolant pipes at the front now changed to brand spanking new silicone hoses with stainless steel worm clamps. All the old ones are sat on the floor here. One of them I had to cut off. I've got all the old clamps here. That one was so rusty, it broke. That's another one, that's one I had to cut off. That one snapped. They were only just holding in there. Some of them are reusable. I'm going to keep a lot of these clamps. Well, them four are being kept. That pile there are all scrap. Now I've got to just put the power steering pump back into its house, because you have to remove that to get to the bottom radiator hose. There's no way you can get to that bottom radiator hose on the driver's side with the power steering pump in place. It's impossible. I'm going to fight with that for a few seconds. Well, and now I'm going to go have the fun bit of bleeding this damn cooling system. back to where she lives. Right, I need to open the garage door, start this thing up and get some coolant in her. So let's see if I can bleed this cooling system. There should be a lot of water in the engine because I never actually lost that much. I only lost about 5 litres of water, so let's see how we get on with this. Well, now I've got the fun job of bleeding the air out of my MR2. I know I've got this car up on ramps. That is something I can't deny. And they say to bleed the cooling system on the flat. Now, I've always had more success with the car on ramps bleeding the cooling system, because that is now the high point and the radiator is quite easy to bleed. And being as my bleed is higher than the radiator, I've already managed to get the air out of this system. That pipe's already warm. I've already got a return flow out of the heater core. I've got heat to that radiator hose. I've got nothing down there yet because the engine hasn't got warm enough. I've got absolutely nothing in that pipe at the moment, but that one's nice and warm and the radiator's stone cold. And there's a lot I've got the coolant tank topped up or over topped, and all the frothy there is the air coming out. I'm actually going to let the engine come up to temperature, which it's almost there, almost at temperature. I'll just show you. We're almost up to temperature. I've already got warm air coming out of the vents here. I've got the aircon on because that pushes the idle speed up, and I'm just going to let it run now till the coolant fans come on. Then I'm going to put the pressure cap on and then continue bleeding down at the front. But I don't want that coolant reservoir to drop. I need it there. There's a lot of air coming out. For me, this method has always worked better than having the car on the flat. I don't know why. Let's see if we've got any air in here now. Yep, we've definitely got air in there. Here it comes. I can feel the air purging out of that now. Lost my screwdriver. Let's let that curb purge. Find the screwdriver. That cooling system has taken over an hour and a half to chase all the air out of it. Finally, I've got the air out of the heater matrix, and that pipe is red hot now. The return pipe's red hot, the pipe coming from the engine's red hot. That's hot. That is really hot. Heater's not on at the moment, but if I turn it on, it's the best it's ever been. I'm going to leave it parked up for a couple of hours now, let everything stabilise, and then later tonight I'm going to come and top it off, because it's probably going to take a little bit more coolant to bring it up to level. But I can understand why everybody says these are an absolute nightmare to bleed. It's the heater matrix that's the pain in the arse to bleed, not the rest of the cooling system. That's easy. Heater matrix is a nightmare, but you've just got to keep going from the bleed nipple, top it off, pressure it up. See how long they stay on. They didn't stay on for very long. System's all pressured up nice, there's no leaks. But yeah, bleeding it is a nightmare. Worth the effort though.